Well, we just finished up the last stop of the BFL Mountain Division on Lake Cumberland, the Super Tournament, so I'll go ahead and roll the weigh-in so y'all can see how it went.
Coming up on the co-angler side, we got Dakota Bishop out of Mount Vernon, Kentucky, right there for me, sir. 18th in the points. Good job this year, Dakota. One more bass to weigh today, weighing 1 pound 5 ounce. Thanks, sir.
Well, I was able to put one keeper in the boat during the Mountain Division Super Tournament on Cumberland that weighed 1 pound and 5 ounces. And I was very thankful for it because it put me in 37th place out of about 120 co-anglers. So it was actually a really good finish. There was only 45 co-anglers that even caught a fish during the Super Tournament. So I was very happy for that one keeper. And it was just such a blessing. My goal going into this tournament was to make it into the top 10 in Angler of the Year. And I was 18th going into the tournament. And that one bass moved me up to 8th place in the Mountain Division. So I couldn't be any more tickled for my first year fishing the BFLs as a co-angler to end up in the top 10 in Angler of the Year. And it was just an awesome season, especially after zeroing at Cherokee, not catching a single bass. That hurt me a lot. And I'd have probably done really good in the points if I could have just weighed in one fish there. But we had a really strong start to the season at Del Hollow. Both tournaments went very well. Then we went to Cumberland, and I ended up putting a couple keepers in the boat and stayed good in the points. And then, of course, we zeroed at Cherokee. And then this last tournament at Cumberland for the Super Tournament, I weighed in that one bass, and it was enough to get me into the top 10 in Angler of the Year. So I'm just very happy with that. The bait that I did all my damage on during the Super Tournament at Cumberland was the Megabass Vision 110 Junior +1. And I'm really not sure what this color is. You know, it just kind of looks like a shad, some kind of bone color or something. But that's what did all my damage. My boater only caught one fish throughout the day, and it wasn't a keeper. And I was able to put probably 6 or 7 fish in the boat with this Megabass jerkbait. And it was key. I was throwing it on an 8-pound test line. That allowed me to get the bait deeper as well as cast it further. The banks are really steep at Cumberland, so, you know, the boater, you know, just to fish effectively, you know, he had to put the boat pretty close to the bank. So most of the day, I was throwing out the back over top of the engine. And that 8-pound test line allowed me to really get that bait away from the boat. And I would just, you know, sit back there and jerk that thing. And it was really good. A lot of the fish were just tiny that I caught on it. I also got a lot of followers, you know, that would just follow me up to the boat and turn away. But really, that one keeper that I caught was the only keeper I seen all day. All the followers that I had were just little tiny fish. And the rest of the fish I caught were maybe like no more than 10 inches long. They were just a lot of little fish this day. But that's what I ended up catching my one keeper on. I caught it pretty early in the morning. There was actually a pocket with just kind of like a pea gravel banks, and there was a tree sitting out in the middle of the pocket. And I threw that jerkbait over there by that tree, jerked it a few times, and that's where that spotted bass come from. And I got it in the boat, and I was very thankful for it, like I've said. But we have the regional tournament here in 2 weeks. I'll get to go fish for a boat, so I'm pretty excited about that. And looking forward to getting down to Lake Wheeler and giving it a shot and see how we can do down there. But like I said, this year was just such a blessing, and I had such a fun time. I met so many great people, and I'll definitely be fishing the BFLs next year. I don't know if I'll be fishing as a boater or co-angler yet, but it was just a great experience and a great tournament trail. And I'll thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.